So, guess what topic I've got on my mind today? Well, I won't make you wait too long. It has to do with a little connection two people make when they are interested in one another. Yeah, it's kissing. I just got to talk about it. It has become such the confusing message. I am Jacqueline, your professional matchmaker and founder of Discover Love Matches. I'm really, really excited to talk about this topic. I've been thinking about it so much lately that I want to dive in. I want to really get this conversation going about kissing. I get asked a lot of times to do a kissing workshop, teach you how to kiss, and I haven't quite figured out how to do it in an appropriate fashion workshop wise. But I really, 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 really want to kind of break some of the myths about kissing, the power we give kissing, the chemistry expectation we have with people, and the pressure we put for everything to be so right away. Now, I have to admit that kissing's kind of my jam. I love to kiss. I love making that connection with somebody. I'm a full body kisser. I definitely enjoy when I can connect with somebody like that. And I absolutely feel super awkward when I can't get that connection, that we both have lips, but they're so not lining up, and it's just ooh. And it's so interesting and fascinating that the magic of two lips coming together can make or break so very, very many potential possibilities in a relationship connection. What I'm fascinated with is that that's a lot of responsibility for just two parts of the body to do everything and find the man or woman of your dreams. And as I have been a matchmaker for so long and worked with so many people, it's just the same thing as like when you're on a date and you're not sure how it's going. You've already projected your future. This is the person you want to be with, and you only have an hour or so of information about them, but you're already projecting forward. Our minds are so full. We have so many things going on. And I think about how many times I've introduced to people that after the first date, they're like, I'm not sure, maybe, kinda. And then we talk about it and realize, ooh, that person kind of fits a lot of what you want. That person has a lot of the qualities you're looking for. And they listen to my advice and they go out again. And then suddenly the energy is totally different. And this is the challenge we're facing in this later stages of life dating. Now, I can tell you, my first kiss in sixth grade, when my girlfriend and I stopped one of the cute boys and said, can you give us our first kiss? Can you? And he just leaned up against each one and just gave us a quick mwah and a quick mwah. And boy, that was better than some of my worst kisses that I've gotten as an adult. So, it's not always about the long-term intention. It can be that moment like, woohoo, we got our kiss. And we were like high-fiving and excited, and I still remember it to this day. But in that same breath, I want you to think about every single person you meet and you connect with and you interact with has a longer history than their first kiss with the sixth grade boy. And we have to know that they're coming from caution, they're coming from broken hearts, they're coming from curiosity. I mean, let me tell you, I've had some of the best kisses with the biggest flop dating experiences. Sometimes it's just the mood strikes and everything lines up and you're like, oh, weak in the knees, butterflies and all, but the person has no substance. There's no character. They're just dang good at seizing a moment for a really great, powerful, awesome, tantalizing kiss. So when we can get all the magic and all the puzzle pieces together, it's awesome. But this is why I'm a professional matchmaker, because it's not as easy as it was in the good old days or 20 years ago or a few less broken hearts or, high school and college and romancing moments. Now there's so much brain stuff. There's so many things we're thinking about. There's so many broken hearts. We are playing with a full deck of exhaustion when we walk into a new dating opportunity. The amount of times I talk to somebody about new dating and getting part of my agency and adding their profile and asking people out and attending events, their poor heads start spinning and getting nervous and scared to put themselves in that place again, not knowing where it'll go because obviously the last one didn't work. And it's a time to be vulnerable, and it's scary. And then we put all this expectation on the kiss, which is awesome when it goes really well. But we also have to think, where are we coming from when we go into that kiss? Is this person making us feel beautiful or handsome? Is this person really connecting with us? Are they listening, and are we feeling special together? Are we feeling close? Are we holding hands? We've been hugging. Have we had really good eye contact? Are we listening in a heart level, not just a mental level? Are we not just a checklist, but there's a feeling, there's an emotion exuding? What I want you to do is think about all the buildup that comes before that moment of kissing. Look at what's happening. If the kiss isn't good, then think about how you've been treating the other person. Have you warmed up? I mean, you got to get some blood flowing to fill up these lips to get that arousal for the passionateness of a real, true kiss. You also have to think about where that kiss is. Is it in a public place, yet maybe the person you're kissing isn't in the PDA? Maybe you have to step back and kind of think, okay, how do I create an environment that this person is going to feel good to let go and enjoy the kiss? And so allow yourself to participate. Yes, it takes two to tango, but it only takes one to make it really uncomfortable for the other person. So you have to take 100% responsibility for your role in how you're connecting with the person you're dating. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Doesn't matter how amazing of a kisser they are. And even if they're amazing kissing and they have confidence with kissing, if you don't let go some walls, you don't let them get closer to you, you're never going to find out what you're missing out on. And this is something that comes up so often with my clients talking about feedback from a date. They can have all this great conversation and all this great energy, but yet the kiss just kind of fell flat. And I want you to give yourselves permission to be real, to talk about it. If you have this great connection with someone, but the chemistry just isn't buzzing, tell them. Say, hey, I'm enjoying hanging out with you. I really enjoy your company. This is really cool, but there's something not lining up. I'm just not there, and I'm not sure if I can get there, or if we should just take this to the friend level, or just give this more time, or just go for it. But talk about it, because you know what? Chances are they're feeling the same way. Too often we think we're the only one that's struggling at this. And the truth really is, it's usually both of you are getting the same kind of weird vibe. One of you is just going to be more willing to talk about it. And now in this day and age and all the massive amount of people out there, I want you to care enough to care about what you've already invested. If you've gone to the point where you've gone out on a handful of good dates, you are having time together, you're enjoying and laughing, and you have a connection when you don't want the clock to end, give yourselves a chance to figure it out. This whole restarting every single time something isn't absolutely, totally perfect, everything is lined up. Sometimes it's just going to be off a little bit. Sometimes it's going to be awkward. Sometimes we have to be patient. Sometimes we have to love ourselves enough to love another person. Sometimes we need to talk about it and let the newness of possibilities bloom. Because you know what you've been doing for all this time hasn't really gotten you the results you want. So maybe a little awkward kissing could turn into the greatest love connection of your life once you realize that if you dive in and you decide, I'm just going to enjoy this, I'm going to stop trying to figure it out and decide where it's going to go, you might actually kind of have a good time. And I want you to allow yourself permission to fumble a little bit, not be perfect and not be smooth. It's actually kind of sexy when somebody isn't so smooth, because those that are so overly confident are so into who they are and what they look like and what they represent and their whole outside image, they're actually less attractive. Like one of my friends told me years ago, never date a guy that is better looking than you, meaning you don't want to be competing for the mirror. You don't want to be competing with someone that is too into everybody else's attention and not focused on getting to know you and the potential of your relationship. They're always looking for something else. It doesn't even matter if they're a good or a bad kisser. They're not present. So choose to step up choose to lean in, choose to get a little flirty, a little fun, a little touch and connection before the kiss. So there's a buildup. Let that person know you're actually interested. Don't surprise them with a kiss and they're like, oh, I didn't know you were interested. And then wonder why the kiss didn't go well. Well, you didn't like layer it in a little bit. Once you're at the point of kissing someone, chances are you've got some of your own connection going, but have you checked in with the person you're kissing? So I want you to love on yourself more, choose more from life, step up to what matters, and really genuinely give yourselves a chance. Accept that things are going to be awkward and cumbersome sometimes, and that's what is exciting, because that means that you're not just doing stuff for show and just to make an impression. You're doing it to make a deeper, passionate connection. So get your kiss on, get a little bit of practice in there, and have some seriously good fun. I'm excited to support you on your love journey, and let's keep this kissy conversation going.